Hey, this is JoJo, and you're listening to The Eliott Show. Let's freaking go!
It is The Eliott Show, and it's a special night because we have an Eliott Show cameo. The second one, only the second one we've ever done, but I'm so honored and privileged that we have a special guest, multi-platinum artist, superstar actress, and New York Times best-selling author, JoJo is in the building. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Eliott.
Thanks.
Oh my God, it's my pleasure.
So we got lots to talk about. You're going to be the co-host for the evening. Are you nervous? You excited? How are you feeling going into this?
I'm nervous. I'm actually, I've stopped breathing. I realized that I need to really regulate my breathing because Eliott, I'm nervous. I don't. If I'm only the second person to do this, I want to make sure that I want to make sure I'm bringing something to the table here.
You're going to do that by default. You worry about being you. I'll set you up. I'll do the radio thing, and you just got to be you, all right?
Okay. I feel no pressure now. I feel good. I'm breathing again.
Yeah, so let's get into it. We got a lot of stuff, a lot of questions that I've got, inspired by names from your songs or just lyrics from your songs.
Okay.
We'll start with the new album title, NGL. I'm assuming that's not gonna lie unless it stands for something else like nasty, gross lyrics. Maybe I'm missing something.
It does. It initially stood for not gonna lie, but I like nasty ghost lyrics better now. I feel like it has taken on a new persona that involves nasty ghost lyrics. No, I mean, not gonna lie, it was just thinking about all the different ways in which I confused myself, particularly 2 years ago when I was writing the project. I was like, wow, sometimes I feel like such a baddie, and it's like I got it. I'm feeling good about where I'm at. And then other times, as I was writing the project, I was feeling so much like regret and loss, and just I was like, how can both those things be true at the same time? But I would say that through the process of putting out my book and also writing the EP, I have really just accepted all the various contradictions that make up the experience of being human, and all the different ways that love can show up in self-love and in someone holding a mirror to you and teaching you about yourself. And so, yeah, that's what NGL is about.
Ooh, well, we always say this is an educational program, so I feel like we're going to learn some stuff today.
I'm all for growth. I'm all for education and learning as much as we can. I think that's what life is.
That's what it's about. So since it's not going to lie, I'm assuming you're going to, tell us the whole truth and be completely honest with us about everything, right?
That's how it goes. Yeah. Once I wrote a memoir and I put it out last year. It's called Over the Influence. And that really just got me in the season of being like, it feels very liberating to not hold anything back and just not be ashamed or embarrassed for whatever the truth.
Yeah, get it all out there. So with that being said, what's the last lie you ever told?
Oh,
could be a small white lie, or it could be something that you've been cooking for years. But what's
the last lie I ever told? I mean, probably cheating on a diet, or just being like, yeah, I've been really disciplined, or and I oscillate. That is word of the day is oscillate. I think I go back and forth. The pendulum swings between lots of discipline and then, not having it. So I would say maybe something like that, like telling my trainer, something like that.
yeah, I'm still on the diet.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought you was going to say the last lie was that you were happy to be here. So I'm glad it wasn't that.
No, Eliott. I am thriving.
Yeah, we're chilling. Okay.
We're vibing.
Yeah. So the first song is called Off Again, the little intro. You say, you're sipping all day, tripping all day. What's your go-to drink? What is that drink that you would be sipping on at all occasions?
Eliott, it depends. I'm such a seasonal girl. Okay, if we're talking about the summertime, it's giving Aperol Spritz. If it's more of a winter vibe, I might go for a red wine or maybe like a Japanese whiskey on ice.
Okay.
Because I just want to have one drink, and I want it to be really nice. And if it's spring or something, maybe I'll have a Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay.
glass of wine. So it depends.
I like that. We got options. Now, with drinking, there's always that one drink. Everybody has one. The drink that you'll never drink again because you had such a bad experience with it.
Hmm.
What is that drink for you?
Captain Morgan. Have you ever went sailing with the captain? It ain't right.
Nah, that captain doesn't know what he's doing.
Captain is tripping. You should not let him lead you anywhere.
No, whoever gave him the reins of the ship, they didn't do a background check or something.
100%. And then mixing it with like a Diet Coke
Yeah,
or just, a Pepsi or whatever in general. Oh, it's rough. It's
yeah.
rough.
That's
Rough waters out there.
rough waters with the captain. That's hilarious. Okay, so you got this other song, maybe like the lead single right now, "Ready to Love." Just talk about how that came together. What inspired you to, say, I got to get in the booth and record this one?
So I had been writing about this one relationship that had been a part of my life for a long time. We were really, really close friends. We made music together. It was just a very important relationship in my life. And then we took it to a romantic place and blah blah blah. And it was on again, off again for a long time. Even like I got engaged. We obviously weren't talking then. Then we rekindled. Like it was a thing, right?
Yeah.
And so I realized that I was at a point in my life. I had turned 30, and I was like, "Ooh, we've kind of been on this hamster wheel for quite a while."
Yeah.
I think that our timelines are different. Meaning, I think that he still wants to focus solely on career, isn't ready for to. And I don't think he sees me like I see him. I
Mhm.
don't think that he thinks of me like I could be his life partner for various reasons that are very warranted. I understand. We
Okay.
went through a lot, but I was like, you know what? I am ready for those things. I've worked on myself. I'm not perfect, but I want partnership.
Yeah.
I want to build a life with someone, and I need to make space in my life for that person to come in. I can't be filling it with someone who like isn't ready for me, who
Yeah.
doesn't want that. So I was like, this is probably the last song that I'm going to write about this person. I just felt it in my spirit. This was over 2 years ago.
Oh,
And
dang.
I was like, or maybe it wasn't, but it was a significant length of time ago where I was like, um, this feels like where I'm at, and I know that other women my age, in this millennial pocket particularly, are like, we're just we're able to know what we want, what our boundaries are, and it feels good to have that clarity that I didn't have when I was younger. I just have it now, and I respect myself and I love myself in a different way.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of factors in that. I mean, obviously, the person who you're trying to date needs to be ready to love, but also you got to do the work to get yourself ready to love.
Exactly.
Uh,
We
what?
can really push people away or push um, a good thing away because self-sabotage, whatever, like that has been my pattern so many times.
Mm, so, how do you make yourself, or how do you know for sure that you're ready for love? And it's not just like, oh, I'm tired of being lonely. Maybe I should you go see
Right.
somebody.
Right. Because I would not want to get into anything, and I've done it before, where
Yeah,
I've just been like lonely or just didn't want to face myself. I think that you're ready to love when you are really enjoying your own company. You love your life. When you are feeling healthy and successful, and I don't even mean monetarily, but like I think success is happiness and feeling alive and like inspired. When you feel those things, then I think that you're ready to attract somebody who would be appropriate for, to bring something, and not from a place of need, but from a place of like, oh, wouldn't it be fun to share these amazing experiences that you're creating with someone else?
yeah, and I hear that a lot. So that's a common theme, people. We're not just making this up. This is real stuff right here.
I think there's something to it. I listen to a lot of podcasts and I read a lot of books, and I'm so well read. I just mean that like I'm really interested in relationships,
Yeah.
and that's something I hear time and time again as well. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's the truth. Now we do would you rather's on this show. So in the spirit of talking about love, would you rather
Mm.
find your person on a dating app or find them in the wild, like you just run into them at a party or a bar or something? Like, oh, Now you're the
Mm.
my life. Which one? Which experience would you rather have?
I would rather have the experience of meeting someone in the wild because
Right?
that's pretty exciting, but I don't really give a damn, like I don't care. I don't have any judgment of like where it comes from.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's about meeting the person. Like who cares how, the origin story. It's about where you end up.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Now, Billboard just released like the 100 top 100 breakup songs of all time.
Mm.
And before I even looked at the list, I was like, JoJo's got to be on here.
Real? Wait, am I?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I was like,
I
she
didn't know
has
that.
to be, or I'm rioting, I'm protesting, I'm storming the Capitol. We're doing something. But yeah, you're number 74 on the list with Leave, Get Out.
Wow.
Do you feel like that's low, or how do you feel when you hear your
Right,
name
I'm
on the
just
list?
salty.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even know that I was a part of it. So I think that's amazing. It's crazy that a 13-year-old has this breakup song like immortalized. It's really it's crazy. It's a funny part of my history,
Yeah.
and I'm so grateful for that song. And it's funny because I feel like then life imitated art because then I had like all these really dramatic relationships, and I had never been in one when I
Right.
recorded that song. So no, I think it's great, and I love that it gets this new life, and people on TikTok are using it, and like there was this trend where pregnant women were yelling to their belly and being like get up! And I just love that. What a great, that's so creative.
Yeah, no, that song's gonna be around forever. So, yeah, like you said, it's immortalized.
I'll be singing it for another 20 years,
Yeah,
I guess.
you're gonna have to. Now, what would you add to the breakup category from Not Gonna Lie? What do you think's a good breakup song? I mean, there's probably a few options,
Ooh.
but what was your best pick from that album?
Yeah, there is a lot of stuff kind of about moving on or just the throes of that process because it's not always cut and dry. Sometimes
Right.
it's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And my song One Last Time is I think a different perspective on a breakup because I've definitely been somebody who's left a door open or I've been like, since it's good and since we don't hate each other and since the loving is nice. Why don't we just lay together one last time? Like, let's just do it. Let's
I
just
knew
break
it.
each
I
other's heart
knew it.
again. You
Yeah.
know, I don't know if I'm the only one who's ever done that,
No, no.
but sometimes you just really you milk the end
Mm.
because you're like, I can't imagine not doing this again. But just one last time. Let's just do it again.
I mean, you might as well. I mean, if it's good, you
Yeah.
just go out on a high note,
Go
right?
out on a high note.
And
Exactly.
put it to bed, and you don't have to think about it again.
Yeah.
Now you're on this tour, going on tour right now. What can people expect from the show? Like, are we doing like live band? Are you doing lots of choreography? Is there pyrotechnics? What's going on out here?
This is my first time with an all female band, and I'm having the time of my life. I'm like, why didn't I do this sooner? It is so great being up there with all incredible musicians who happen to be
Hmm.
female. It's so great, and it's we're just looking out for each other in a different way. Our synergy is pretty electric for me, and it's super inspiring.
Yeah.
And it really is. There's something for everybody in this show. It's not just me doing only my new stuff. It's definitely we're touching everything from the beginning. So it's nostalgic. It's also forward moving, and I'm doing a couple covers in there too of some songs that people will definitely want to sing along to. So it's just a great time. I'm really inspired. I've been watching so many people's performances throughout the years. Like I'm just a fan of music and performers. And it's been over 3 years since I was on the road. So I just had a lot of thoughts of how I'd want to make this my best show yet.
I can't wait to see it now. A personal question. I don't know how the fans feel about this, but for me personally, I need to know which version of Porcelain are you doing?
Oh,
Because I
I
love
can't tell you, Eliott.
what?
You got to come out.
Fine. I mean, I'll be there, but can you
Which
just do
which
both? Just do both of them.
you want both of them?
I just do both.
What's your preference? I feel like you're a reimagined girly.
You know what? I didn't think I was gonna be because I love the original so
You
much.
do?
But I think I am a reimagined girly.
Mm.
I guess
You
it
know,
depends what kind of mood I'm in that day. Like if I'm in my feels, reimagined for sure.
yes. Yes. Did you see what I got to do this amazing thing in New York with this,
Choir?
yes, with this choir called Gaia Music Collective. And there were like 200 voices, 200 human beings coming together in this old abandoned church. And we got to sing Porcelain completely a cappella. And like that was a really cool experience as a songwriter and as an artist to hear these lyrics this way. It was very powerful.
Oh man, it was so beautiful. If you haven't seen it, you can check out her socials because it will give you chills for sure.
Mm.
Such a beautiful thing. All right, last question, and it's a selfish question. Can you give me a recommendation on Raya? Like, I'm just trying to get my foot in the door, JoJo.
Wait, seriously?
I just need some help, man. I just need
You trying to get on Raya? I
yeah.
would be happy to give you a recommendation. Anytime. Like honestly, I have done that for some celebrities. I'm not going to drop any names, but
Yeah.
a few of the girlies have asked me to recommend them, and I have, and
Got them on
I
there?
love it.
Did-
Huh?
You got them on there?
Of course.
Did they find somebody? Are you like the Cupid of the group?
I mean, I love that people come to me and like think that I can do anything. So I guess I'm the Cupid of the group, but yeah, I'm happy to recommend at any time.
Oh, thank you, JoJo. You're the best. Well, thank you so much for for joining the show. I mean, that wasn't too hard, right?
No, that was a joy. That was easy. I'll come back anytime. Anytime.
Please, we need your help. But yeah, if you haven't yet, go check out our new album. Not gonna lie, get the book Over the Influence. Is there an audio version of it?
Of course, it's just me talking about my life. So check it out.
So yeah, get all that, and we'll see you on tour. And we wish you nothing but the best, and hope to see you again soon, JoJo.
Eliott,
Thank you.
thanks so much. That was fun. If
Yeah.
you need that recommendation, I got you.
Oh yeah, I'll have my people get in touch with your people.
Okay.
All right.